Hi and welcome to the Bristol Music Show.
There's loads of things coming up on today's show. Mainly features new releases this week from bands, which is great.
So here's what's coming up.
The Naturals celebrated the release of their highly anticipated debut album Hive last Friday with a party at the Thekla. We were there and we'll be bringing you some of the highlights. Audiophiles are at the Trinity Centre this week, bringing us a special acoustic session from London-based Bear's Den. Our music video this week is a new one from She Makes War, whose EP Disarm 15 is released today. And we ask you about your Bristol release of the year. But first, time for some live music. Jupiter's Carnival have just released their debut album, Within Your Mind, a fusion of psychedelic, funk and blues rock. Tonight, they performed 2 live tracks from the album just for us, recorded at Bristol gig and party venue, The Mother's Room. So that was the first session there from Jupiter's Carnival. That was filmed at the Mother's Ruin. That was pretty good.
I really enjoyed that, and I have to say I've had some pretty fun nights at the Mother's Ruin as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good venue in Bristol. It's the first time we've featured it, so it was great to be down there. The less said about your nights in there, the better, I think. But back to Jupiter's Carnival. They've got another session for us later on, and it's definitely one staying tuned for. It's a bit jazzy, it's a bit special, so make sure you stay tuned for that one.
But beforehand, we've got someone we've got to introduce you to right this very moment.
Right
Matthew,
now.
please come through. Hello, brother.
Hey, good evening.
So as you guys know, on BCFM there's a bunch of talent, right? So after us at 10 o'clock on the Monday night, the Audiophiles step in and take to the airwaves. Matt, please tell us a little bit about that.
Right, so Audiophiles is a show that likes to showcase acts coming into Bristol from outside of Bristol. We've got a session on the show for you guys later with Ivan Novello nominated Bear's Den, which is actually really, really good, so stay tuned for that. But before that, I was lucky enough to do some work for you guys, and I got down to the Thekla for the Naturals album launch last Friday, and it was absolutely incredible, so check this out.
We're Howling Owl Records, an independent label based in Bristol, and we're at the Naturals launch on the Thekla.
Yeah, we started about 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Probably a bit more than that now.
4.5
years ago. We moved to Bristol about 5 years ago, and we'd come from a place where there wasn't much going on or anything to get excited by, really. What started as a sort of reaction to the excitement of being in a new place has carried on as a reaction to the hatred of what we feel towards Western music industry.
We are three of the Naturals. I'm Robin. I'm Kai. I'm Harry. We met roughly 11 years ago skateboarding and at school, and yeah, we were children together. And we wrote an album which came out last Friday.
That's the abridged version.
It's the hard sell. Yeah, the album's out now on Howling Owl Records, and I never want to do anything like it again.
Just a slow puncture, bringing us down, twisting me round. Just a slow puncture, stealing our sound.
Welcome back to the Bristol Music Show. As you guys have noticed, we're full of new music today. So whether it's albums, EPs, videos, singles, all sorts. We got it coming out of our ears. If you missed the first half, I don't know what to tell you. You kind of suck a little bit, but we'll let you off. You can catch up with the show later on online and all sorts of bits and bobs like that. As we move forwards into December, though, we want to know what's your favourite record from Bristol this year. So we're going to be asking the Bristol public a little bit later.
And we've also got the session from Jupiter's Carnival coming up at the Mother's Ruin at the end of the show.
But now we're returning to Audiophiles, and this week they've got a special acoustic session recorded at the Trinity Centre with Ivan Novello-nominated Bears Den.
Okay, it's a Sunday night and we're in the Trinity. I'm delighted to have Davey from Bears Den. Welcome, Davey.
Hi there, man. How you doing?
Now, it's been a big year for you because your debut album's out and you're also on your own record label. Can you tell us a little about both those?
It's actually not really my record label. It's Kev Jones's record label. He plays drums in the band. And we're signed to Communion Records, who are an awesome label. Really love them. And our album Islands came out a year ago, as you said. And this is our last tour of that album, so yeah.
And there's quite a significant song on that. You've got Clouds of Pompeii. Now, that's been quite famous recently. Why has that happened?
I guess it was it was nominated for an Ivan Novello Award, I guess. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing thing. We're pretty proud of the whole album, I guess. So yeah.
Now, we've asked you to come and play a little session for us at the Trinity here as well. You're going to play the track Agape for us. Can you tell us a bit about that track?
Yeah, sure. It's the first track on our album. It's a song we wrote really early on as a band, and it's just a song that we've been touring for about 3 years, and it seems to be a song that's always connected with audiences, and people all seem to like singing along to it, and it's just it's good fun to play.
Well, it's been wonderful to have you down and play the Trinity for us, and
thanks for having me.
Good luck with the gig tonight.
Thanks so much. Cheers, man.
Thanks again to the Audiophiles and Bears Den. Don't forget you can catch more from the Audiophile guys just after us on Monday nights on BCFM at 10 o'clock.
And now we've been out as usual on the streets of Bristol, and as it's now December,
Christmas,
it's nearly the end of the year,
Already.
so we've been talking about what your favourite record has been released this year. Yours.
Mystify Condemnation.
Cool.
It's like a really sort of dark hip-hop-y sort of UK sort of track.
This is the Kit band, and they've just released a record called Bashed Out a few months ago. It's really good. It's kind of, I suppose it's kind of folky, it's got loads of banjos and things. Yeah, but it's really good. They're really, really good live. That's what it's all about.
The band I'd like to give a shout out to are called Meadowlark. We're supporting them in a couple of weeks at the Louisiana, and I've heard a couple of bits on Instagram of their album that they're recording, and I know it's going to be phenomenal. You can check them out on YouTube. They're just great.
I'm Isaac. Played a gig with a girl called Fen Lily the other night, and she smashed it. It was an amazing set, and everybody was totally in the songs, in the music, and I really rate her. If you can check her out any other time, I'm sure she'll be playing around.
The Inexplicables. Go in, lots of different types of music, and yeah, it's just good, really good MC.
It's Christian J, Palms Greece, and it's a bit of an ambient kind of house track. It's really nice and cool sounding, a bit progressive.
It was on Monopoly Pies record.
Yeah, really, really good release.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said that wrong. Monopoly Pies.
Record of the year. Go.
Well, mine, no, I was going to say probably now, without a doubt, it's going to be Joker's sophomore album, The Mainframe. So at the time when that dropped earlier on in the year, the anticipation, the hype in the city, well, he's internationally known and whatnot, but the energy that really come from a Joker release is something that's really in awe of. So yeah, it was an amazing album. I'm so into it. Definitely mine.
Yeah, it was good. I remember you played some of it on the show. It was good. Mine, it's really tough. One thing that does stick out for me, and it's not an EP or an album, but it's She Makes War, when she released a cover of a Alanis Morissette song.
I really like that as well.
That was really fun. I really like that. But album-wise, I guess I really enjoyed Poor Old Dog's new one, because I've been waiting for that for ages. And the Montgomerys was a great one for me this year. I just think it's really fun. And yeah, but there's tons.
There are loads. I really enjoyed a new one from Patchwork Guilt called Dreaming on the Internet, and I think that it's really special because everything's made in her bedroom, so she is basically like a one-man band, but she doesn't perform live because she makes it, produces it all. So when you get that album, that EP, it's like even rarer. You have to listen to it. Yeah.
That's tight. It's kind of the same thing with the Joker thing. He's nowhere and then he's everywhere all at once. So, well, that's about it from us this week, though. Thank you very much to all the musicians involved, everybody that tweets, texts, get involved in the radio show, and all of it. Yeah,
all the things.
Thank you very much. Go and buy some new music from Bristol.
Yeah, and there are so many gigs that are happening this weekend that if you missed our gig guide earlier, we did an extended one on the radio on Monday, and there's still tons happening tonight and tomorrow night and all through the weekend, so make sure you check it out. You can listen again on bcfmradio.com.
It's a dirty wine-up as well tomorrow night at a secret location, so if you did have to pick one, we're going to be down there filming, so come along and say hi, come and support a good cause.
A good local cause.
Good local cause. We'll be featuring it on next week's TV show, as well as another feature from Beats, Breaks and Bass, and we'll be featuring our lounge gigs as well, the fundraiser gigs that were hosted by George Lads. Also on the radio show on Monday, we've got George Ed. He's an R&B singer. He's going to be live in session for us, so don't miss that. 8 p.m. on Monday. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
House up on the hill, peer down the window sill, slowly tap pass by, gazing at the sky. Where did she go so long ago? Left to remain all alone again. Home, yeah, left to see all alone. Home, left to see all alone. When the dawn breaks and the morning takes all your despair, leave behind your kids. Where did she go so long ago? Left to remain all alone again. the tree, head through the night. Oh, yeah.